Good evening, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. In this video series, we are going to discuss about the MBA colleges that you can target if you have percentiles in the range 70 to 90. Okay, so like if you talk about the people, right, there are 20% of the test takers who have percentile in this range, and like not everyone gets into the top B schools, right? So there are many students who just want to get into some B school because they could not score very high, or they do not have many attempts, multiple attempts left, or maybe due to some any other reason they want to just get into some B school, right? So I'll be discussing the B schools which are not primarily tier one. Okay, of course, tier one institutes. The cutoffs are above 95 percentile or so. Okay, but still these are decent B schools considering there are several B schools in the country, right? So we'll be discussing all those B schools and see that what is the eligibility criteria, how you can target, what are the cutoffs, what other examinations do they accept apart from CAT, etc. So we have, in case you have got good score in CAT and are preparing for the same for WAT and PI, and so you may enroll in a PI WAT program, which includes personalized mentoring, mock interviews by faculty members, okay, and one WAT correction, current affair resources, B school reviews, etc. And in case you are starting your preparation for CAT 2022, we have the batch for that as well. So the first college that we are going to talk about is J Somaiya. Okay, a decent B school in the range if you have got somewhere around 85 plus percentile. Okay, that is what is needed for this institute, and located in Mumbai. See, what are some of the criteria that you must select while going for a B school? One thing, remember that never go by placement figures. Some people just look at placement figures because they may not be correct. Okay, so if we talk about the things that you must look for is basically the location. One should be the location. Then you should also look for the age of the institute, right? How old is the institute, right? If it's an old institute, probably it has several alumni. Okay, then you should look for some top alums, research in those institutes and see that where their alums are placed, right? Let's say 10 years down the line, what is their profile that they are getting. So that gives you an idea. Okay, these are alums from this B school, they have reached these places, right? So top alum. Then also talk to recent alums, right? You should also talk to them, right, to understand that how has been the things recently. Maybe that college was doing better in the past, now it has not been doing good, or the other way around. And these are present students, right? So talk to these people. Apart from, see, these things you need to do on your own to research about a B school, right? Talk to the recent alums. Now, what are the sources from which you can tackle them? That LinkedIn is the most popular source from which you can identify, okay, this person is from J Somaiya, let me talk to this person and understand that what is happening in the institute, right? Because see, only an insider can give you a correct information. ठीक है, अगर तुम मुझसे पूछोगे, I do not know, I have not studied J Somaiya, right? I will read from some places, right? And what is the cutoffs and all, look at the recent statistics, I will give you those statistics कि क्या इतनी cutoff जाती है and all, but the actual picture, that how are the, what are the companies that have come recently. Okay, so if you're targeting some B school, you should see first of its location, right? Mumbai gives you an advantage. Okay, Mumbai में है, so even if you are from an average B school, you have, there are multiple opportunities so that you can target, right? Age of the institute, yes, old institute है, नाम है, so ठीक होगा, right? Recent people do not trust easily, right? Brands are built over time. Maybe some years down the line, it might turn out to be a very good B school, right? Okay, so anyway, these are good B schools. And then top alums, right? Read about some top alums, कुछ top के लोग कहाँ पे हैं, what are the profiles that they get, right? So all those things you must look for. Now it offers MBA, it offers MBA in healthcare management, it offers MBA in sports management. There might be some of you who might be interested in sports management. हो सकता है there are some people who might be interested in sports management, isn't it? So that is quite much possible. So that thing you need to see, that if someone is interested in this, you can go for that as well. And apart from that, healthcare management, if you have profile in this, you can go for this healthcare management as well. Okay, then if you talk about other things like what are the qualifying criteria, right? So they look into these things. Of course, the examination matters, but apart from this, there are several other parameters. Like in IIMs also, you have several parameters. Okay, here also you have these things. So the qualifying examination has 35% weight. Okay. So like whatever you are applying through, like CAT, ZAT. Okay. So that has 35% weight. Then personal interview, like I'm talking about the MBA part. Okay. MBA part has personal interview has 25% weight. Okay. And then you have case analysis. They give you some case to solve, right? A case study sort of thing, some business case. Let us say you have to make market entry or any other case it could be, that has 15% weight. Okay. Then there is academics. It gives 10% weight to your academics. Then achievements, 10% weight, right? Work experience, 5% weight. So even if you have not done so well in the examination, let us say your CAT score is not so great, right? Let's say you did not get let us say 99.9 percentile kind, 95 percentile kind of thing, but it has just 35% weight. Maybe you just had 85 percentile in CAT, but you did good in personal interview, you did good in case analysis, academics are fine, you can still make it to the college. Okay. Then if you're targeting healthcare management or sports management, there the weight is even less. So even if you have lesser percentile, you can get into the college. Okay. Now additional qualification is 5%. Let us say healthcare management. If you are, let's say, B Pharma, okay, or something related to healthcare, then you will be given that 5% weight. Okay. And SOP, statement of purpose, that gives you 10% weight. You give the reason that why do you want to pursue MBA in healthcare management or sports management. Now the cutoffs of these institutes vary. Okay, whenever you have like less weight to some academics, of course the cutoff will keep varying. Okay, so CAT cutoff is generally around 85 percentile. If you have around 85 percentile in CAT, you can make through. Then in ZAT around 75, NMAT score around 220 to 225. Okay, if you have this range, अगर 225 plus है, तो you have good chance of converting this. Okay, and GMAT score they are considered around like somewhere around Indian B schools. See, very few people go through GMAT. Like if you go through that, then maybe around 650. Okay, fees is 19.8 lakhs. Last date is still there. So if you've got percentile in this range, you can still target this. Okay. Now, next institute that I would discuss is T.A.Pai Management Institute Manipal, which is also called TAPMI. Okay, named after T.A.Pai, so TAPMI Manipal. Okay, so Manipal, Karnataka, decent place. Okay, then it has MBA. One is general MBA. Apart from that, MBA in banking and financial services. If you see, you should look for your interest also, right? Now, some person might be interested in particularly banking and financial services. Okay, MBA in HRM, MBA in marketing. This is general MBA. Then executive and PhD. Of course, most of you won't be interested in this. Like if you have a higher work ex or if you want to pursue PhD, those people would be going for those. But these are the flagship programs, the main programs that most of the aspirants look for. Okay. Now, if you talk about eligibility, they say that minimum 85 percentile in CAT or XAT. Okay. Then, if you have written GMAT, GMAT is accepted from January 2017 to February 28. So this is the range in which you should have taken GMAT, and the criteria is minimum 630 marks in GMAT. Okay, and then it also asks for minimum 60% in graduation, 60% in 12th, 60% in 10th. So in case you do not have this criteria, right? If you do not fit into this criteria, then you cannot apply to this institute. So whichever institute you are targeting, you should research on them, right? Go to their site, call them. Okay. एक तो what did I tell you, that how to know about the institute and about the process and all, right? Like some examinations, they might sometimes they might reopen things and all, right? Although the date has passed, right? The last date was to apply was 18 January, which is already gone. The fees is 16 lakhs for 2 years, right? So decent institute, right? It has some criteria of academics, class 12, class 10th, and minimum 85 percentile criteria. Okay, so again a good school that you can target in 85 to 90 range. Then Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management, New Delhi. Okay, again location. As I said, the location plays a good role. Okay, location Delhi hai, so you get ample opportunities in the NCR region, right? Delhi hai, Gurgaon hai, right? You have Noida, right? So you can explore opportunities. Let us say you do not get placed in that placed from that college. Okay, so uh, let's hypothetically assume that you enter into some B school which was okay type, not so bad one, it was decent. Let's say you got some 80 percentile also, got into some B school, you could not get placed, but still you have opportunities in those cities. You can work over there. Not only, see, there are other things also, you get internship opportunities also in these regions, right? Let's say a lot of companies in Gurgaon, Delhi, Noida region. Okay, so in case whenever you are studying in this, you can do part-time internship, let's say 3 month internship, 2 month internship, so that you build your profile. So that is the advantage that you get in these institutes. It does not offer MBA, it offers PGDM, which is equivalent to MBA. Okay, and it has PGDM in all these things. One is general, then financial management, research and business analytics. So if you are interested in business analytics, then this is something that you could look out for. Then you have e-business. E-business is electronic business, like your e-commerce, etc. So if you are interested, let's say you want to target, you want to work in an e-commerce firm, so that is something that you should be looking for, right? Then AI and data science. Now remember this AI, artificial intelligence, data science, business analytics, machine learning, these are all hot topics. Okay, so you should not ignore these things here. See, conventional MBA, okay, evergreen thing, but these are some things that are booming up. There is a lot of demand in the field of AI. Maybe you get into this institute, maybe this is not the top institute, you learn well, you learn good skills, and you can perform much better in the industry. Okay, jaruri nahi ki you are from the top institutes. There are some people who are not from the top engineering colleges or top MBA colleges, but still in the long run they do much better. So it's all about how you perform at your workplace. These will just give you the initial breakthrough, right? अगर IIM में जाओगे, so initially you will get into a big company, right? And maybe initial package बहुत high होगा, but over the period of time, it is how you perform in that corporate world, in whatever firm or field that you choose, that is what matters. Okay, so not necessarily that 5 years down the line, हो सकता है कि 5 साल बाद जो IIM वाला और maybe some person from let's say J Somaiya might be at equal level, or maybe a person who has not done MBA could be at a better stage at some point in time rather than a person from IIM. So it is how you perform at that place. Okay, so that is one thing that you need to keep in mind. Okay, so these are the things. Now business analytics and data science and AI, these are the things that are hot topics. In case you have slight interest in them, look for B schools that offer them, and don't think कि अभी नई चीज है but demand में बहुत है. Okay, lot of huge requirement. There are very few people with these desired skills. So you do not know, maybe 2 years down the line you get a very good package if you pursue these courses. Okay, so it has 60% criteria for qualifying exam, and then GDPI, WAT, academic profile, etc. It gives 40% weight. So good weight to your the examination that you wrote, right? So which is CAT, ZAT, or GMAT. So CAT, ZAT, the cutoff is somewhere between 80 to 85 percentile. Okay, so this keeps on changing, right? So sometimes it is maybe 85, sometimes it might be 83. So generally in this range, but it does not go like beyond 90. Generally in this range, maybe 86. It might कभी ऐसा हो सकता है 86 चले गए 80. So this is the general range of CAT percentile. Right? Last date to apply is still there, and fees for the 2-year program is 12.9 lakhs. Next institute is Goa Institute of Management, right? So based out of Goa, right? So you have, I mean, you can see this building also looks great, right? Great place, right? And then like nice place, right? So place also matters. Okay, then it offers PGDM. PGDM now again it does not offer MBA. Okay, some students have a like this confusion that what is PGDM and MBA, right? So in PGDM and MBA, see this is uh, the thing is it actually does not matter, right? Earlier IIMs used to give PGDM, okay? No one questioned कि यार IIMs में PGDM मिल रहा है, MBA तो अब मिलना शुरू हुआ. Earlier they also used to give PGDM. So do not worry that it is PGDM, it is MBA, right? Post graduation diploma in management कहते हैं, कहीं MBA कहते हैं. Universities give MBA generally, okay? And the thing is, right, if you have studied from a decent B school, right, that does not matter, it should be approved. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं कि कोई unauthorized college में चले गए जिसको कोई accreditation नहीं है. So that you must take care of, otherwise these are fine. So again it has healthcare management. Now there are certain opportunities in healthcare management as well, that's why they have this course. Then big data analytics, right? Something, as I said, that is something hot. Okay, some people do target big data analytics also. So if you are interested in this, that you can apply for. Then you have banking, insurance, and financial services, right? Then we have PGDM part-time, which is a part-time, let's say like weekend batch kind of thing. And then management development programs and fellow program in management is PhD. Okay, now the weight for the examination is 40%. Okay, 40% weightage given to your whatever thing that you score, like in CAT or like ZAT or whatever thing. 40% weight to that score. Academics 15% weight. Okay, so work X 10%. Face to face, that is interview, is 30%. So even if your like CAT score is not so great, if you do really great in this thing, you can still make it to it, right? So you should never give up hope कि यार मेरा तो इतने percentile है, मेरा होगा कि नहीं होगा. Make sure that you work on your communication skills, right? Be aware with your current affairs, etc. So if your communication is good, that is very, very important. Even if you're from an average B school, if your communication skills are very good, you can get into good companies, right? On the other hand, if you even if you are in the top IIMs, right, and your communication is not so good, that is going to hamper you in the placements, right? In the placement, it will be difficult to get placed because of your communication skills, because that is what matters a lot if you are pursuing MBA. Okay, so communication, if your communication skills are good, even if your CAT score is slightly less, you can do well in the interview thing. Okay, so that is about the thing, right? So cutoff is around 80. You can call in CAT and ZAT around 80 percentile, right? CMAT this year they have mentioned that you leave it blank. They will inform. I don't know when will they inform. Right. So it takes through that, but CMAT is delayed, so it is under this thing. GMAT around 600, 650. Around that range they accept, right? So tuition fees is 4.78 lakhs, and hostel fees is 1.5 to 4 lakhs depending on the type you take, ठीक है. अगर single room लोगे AC वाला तो 4 lakhs पड़ेगी. If you take shared room non AC 1.5. So there are different, you can check on their site, right? So कितना कितना hostel fees होती है, right? Tuition fee is 4.78 lakhs. You can check term by term they have given, right? For 4 terms, like first term that is 91.5. Then for the next 4 terms it is 74.5 into 4 terms, and the last term it is 84.5. So total, like if you calculate, it is 4.8 lakhs plus hostel fee milake around you can scale like 6.5 to 9 lakhs, around that range. Okay. Spot offers of achievers round. What is achievers round? I didn't get it. Like spot offers of achievers round. Okay, so next B school that we are going to talk about is Welingkar. Okay, Welingkar Institute of Management, nowadays also called V School. Right, they call it V School. That is again located in Mumbai. So location is an advantage. Okay, and it has a lot of programs effort. Again, PGDM karata hai. Then it has PGDM in e-business, business design, research and business analytics, healthcare, rural management, retail management. Now there are some people who are interested in rural management. Okay, there are some people, okay, who might be interested in this, so they can go for this. Okay, so if you have just let's say interest in retail management, now these are basically primarily courses for those people. Let us say you have some retail shop, okay, and you have this thing, right? So if you want to do an MBA to expand your business, for that purpose, these are the things. So, acha, that early bird, that thing you are talking about, that Goa Institute of Management has that early bird thing. So it takes time, right? It will take some days, and that they give post that. I got it. That early bird, they have a scheme called early bird based on your profile based shortlist. So that takes some time, right? It is not instant that the same day they will take. So if we talk about V School, these are the different programs. Then obviously PGDM, the general PGDM is the most preferred one. Then nowadays people are focusing on these business analytics. So keep a watch in these things, because a lot of people talk about this, right? Business analytics is being applied everywhere. So something that you should look out for, whatever institutes take those, right? So it takes through CAT, ZAT, CMAT, ATMA, GMAT. Okay, so CAT and ZAT around 80 percentile. Okay, V school, like if you have 80 percentile, then you can get into it, right? Then CMAT, ATMA around 85 percentile. Okay, the thing about this college is, right, you do not have too much of fees, right? Tuition fees is 6.5 lakhs, hostel fees is 90,000 to 1.5 lakhs depending on the type that you take. Okay, so again, the good advantage is, I mean, the data is gone now. The good advantage of this college is the fee structure, right? So as I said that like cutoff से थोड़ा तो idea आ जाता है कि जिसकी cutoff ज़्यादा होगी, so that would be a good B school. Then you should also look for fees, right? अगर fees कम है, right? So then you can target those institutes. Okay, so that is what you should be looking at. Okay, we need see no these if you talk about the tier 3 B schools, they do not guarantee any placement, right? I mean the placement, see, if you talk about the top tier 1 B schools, tier 1 में क्या होगा, almost 100% placement हो जाता है, right? 95 to 100%. Tier 2, if you talk about, maybe uh, 80 to 90% of the people get placed in these colleges. Tier 3, like there are a lot of institutes where maybe not even 80% of the people get placed, right? Maybe 60 to 80% of the people get placed. Okay, there are some people who have to look for their own on their own. So see, nothing is guaranteed in these B schools. So if you get tier one, that is like almost certain that you will get a placement, but unless you are very very bad. In tier 3, there is a tough chance, but yes, that is possible. Okay, so you can get that placement. Okay, and ITM Mumbai is, I would say that it's a tier 3, it would come into the tier 3 belt. But still, yes, you can, I mean, if you are able to get that within that percentile range, yes, you can target those, right? So other things also, as I said that before going to any B school, right? Even if it's a tier 2 B school or tier 3 also, let us say you get some 70 percentile or somewhere, and you are desperate to get into some B school, look for certain things, right? Talk to the recent alumni. ठीक है, देखो मेन चीज क्या होती है कि हो सकता है उसकी रेटिंग अभी अच्छी नहीं है, राइट? बट लुक, talk to recent graduates and current graduates, recent and current graduates, so they will give you the true picture कि placement का कैसा सीन चल रहा है, ठीक है? और क्या कहते हैं, किस तरह से कैसे टीचर्स हैं, ठीक है? How did the summer internship go, all those things. Maybe some things might have changed during COVID, right? Maybe they are not having a good time, or maybe things went good on in their favor. Maybe they lost some new course, right? Or some new faculty came new, मतलब कोई नया डीन बन गया, उसने चीजें अच्छी कर दी. So talk to these people. So if you target any B school, right, do not just go by the numbers that you see on internet, because right, see, क्या होता है कि if you go to some site, right, I collected data from those sites, ठीक है, मैंने बता दिया कि इसकी परसेंटाइल इतनी जाती है, इसमें इतनी फीस पड़ती है, and all fine, that is publicly available. But the insider information is very important, that how are the education, how is the thing going on, right? How do you see the placements coming up, ठीक है, companies आती हैं कि नहीं आती हैं, right? What are the other things, like you can get to know about placements, exact things कि placement कैसा होता है, ठीक है? अगर तुम स्टूडेंट से बात करोगे, they will tell you the true thing. If you read elsewhere, they will show कि 100% placement होता है, but students will tell you कि क्या actual placement का सीन रहता है, ठीक है? So apart from that, that is also talk about the internships कि वहां के लोगों को इंटर्नशिप कैसी मिलती है, ठीक है? अदर प्रोजेक्ट्स, कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स करते हैं कि नहीं करते हैं लोग, ठीक है? व्हाट आर द कंपनीज प्लेसमेंट में, देखो खाली पैकेज नहीं देखना चाहिए, ऑल्सो सी व्हाट आर द टाइप ऑफ कंपनीज दैट आर विजिटिंग, right? Are some companies, let us say, related to e-commerce visiting, right? Or like you should have your interest also, right? Let us say you have interest in uh, e-commerce, ठीक है? अगर मान लो e-commerce की कोई कंपनी आती नहीं है वहां, तो क्या करोगे, राइट? इफ यू हैव इंटरेस्ट इन, लेट अस से, प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट, क्या किस तरह की कंपनीज आती हैं, कैसे रोल देती हैं, so these integrate details only the current students and recent graduates can give you. And where to find these people? You can easily find those people on LinkedIn, ठीक है, या फिर फेसबुक और सोशल मीडिया में भी सर्च कर सकते हो, बट लिंक्डइन में पीपल जनरली राइट, राइट, दे आर स्टडीइंग इन दिस बी स्कूल, राइट? सो दोस आर द थिंग्स दैट यू नीड टू check, right? Christ College, yes, Christ College also we will discuss. We have this 4-part series, we will discuss all those, okay? And then how to talk recent graduates. So from, as I said कि कहीं के भी अगर बात करनी है, LinkedIn में सर्च करो, you will find someone, right? Or some platform, right? Like कोई ना कोई तो होगा, कहीं ना कहीं तो प्रोफाइल में डाला होगा ना, you will be able to find those people, ऐसे नहीं है. SIBM, so these things also we will talk about, BIMTech and all, ठीक है? Good app to connect with alumni. So LinkedIn is the place where all people put their education and all, right? So you will be able to connect with them. So IRMA is around 85. We'll talk about IRMA also. IRMA is separately, like it's a rural management institute. We'll talk about that as well. Okay. So connect with these people, try to connect with these because they will give you the true picture, right? I'll read, I'll research. I may not be able to get into each and everything, right? You can read about the courses and all these things on their site, fees, ये सब पता चल जाएगा. But this thing, the reality कि campus में कौन सी companies आ रही हैं, किस तरह के roles मिल रहे हैं, you have to talk to these people. Try to find out, right? Or like sometimes like on their website itself they give ना ये place ये student यहाँ place हुआ था, ठीक है. सो सर्च तो करना पड़ता है, राइट, ढूंढना पड़ता है. एंड यू कैन डू दैट. लेट्स से कई बार कॉलेजेस नहीं लिखते कि इसका प्लेसमेंट यहाँ हुआ था, ठीक है, दैट टेल की ये रीसेंट ग्रेजुएट. समटाइम्स सम कॉलेजेस अपलोड द लिस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स. देयर आर सम कॉलेजेस दैट गिव यू द बैच प्रोफाइल. वो एक बैच प्रोफाइल करके देते हैं, ठीक है. तो यू विल नो कि हु आर द स्टूडेंट स्टडिंग इन दैट इंस्टीट्यूट. उनके नाम ढूंढो, सर्च करो, कोई ना कोई मिल जाएगा. सो यू हैव टू पुट इन एफर्ट्स टू नो अबाउट दिस, ठीक है. मतलब जैसे टॉप होता है वो तो हर कोई जानता है, टॉप इंस्टीट्यूट, वहां यू कैन ब्लाइंडली गो इनटू दिस. बट व्हेन यू आर टारगेटिंग सम tier 2 or tier 3 B school, you should do some research on that. Okay. Huge batch size. Okay, तो placement में yes, batch size matters. If there is a huge batch size, it is difficult to get placed there. ठीक है, वो तो obvious सी बात है. There are good chances that like there will be some people who would be left out because जितना बड़ा batch size होगा, it is difficult to place those. जिसमें कम batch size होता है, it is comparatively easy to place those students. Okay, so we will discuss about more B schools. So we discussed about 5 of them, and in the coming videos we will discuss about more such B schools, right? And you can join our Telegram channel, which is by the name BYJU'S MBA Doubts. And if you have any doubts related to things, you can ask us over there as well. We do respond to that, right? Related to academics or related to these B schools and all, we do respond to those doubts over there. Okay. All right, so thanks for watching this video and have a great day ahead. Goodbye.